Hello, Christie Aphrodite of SoulJourneysRadio.com, and I just wanted to do a quick video teaching you about some essential oils that can help you fighting gum disease or any type of mouth issues, whether it's halitosis or ulcers or boils, tooth infections, etc. And I have been using peppermint oil for 3 or 4 years now. That's what I brush my teeth with. And I'll teach you how to make a super easy toothpaste that will not only help prevent these types of issues, but are much healthier for you than cancer-causing fluoride toothpaste that are on the market. And if you're still kind of on the fence about fluoride, just go look at the back of your toothpaste where it says, warning, if you use more than this tiny pea-size amount, call Poison Control Center immediately. Well, with essential oils, you don't have to worry about that. So just wanted to share a few with you, and of course there's many others that will work. There's always choices when it comes to healing gently and nurturing yourself with Mother Nature. But I think these are, probably at least the most effective in my experience. So the four I'm going to focus on today are peppermint, tea tree, clove, and lemon. And that's because each of them are purported to be natural antibiotics. So remember that next time you run to the doctor for, some kind of antibiotic, you can get that right there with your oils, or of course garlic. But that's another video, or wait, I already did those blogs. But anyways, some of the, we talked about some of the properties of peppermint oil, antibiotic, antiseptic, anti-infectious, also a decongestant and an expectorant. It's really good for, say you have kids and they bring lice home from school. You can rub it in their scalp. Excellent for headaches. Also good for skincare, acne and such. Also good for congestions and colds and stuff, as we've talked about. You can just rub it on your throat or on your chest, or if you have any sinus issues. So it'll literally totally help clear your respiratory tract as well. But in regards to tooth care, mouth care, if you have a little pain, a little infection or toothache going on, just grab a little drop, boom, 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 gum. And you just saved yourself a few $100s from going to the dentist. And that's what I've used for my teeth, and my teeth aren't the greatest. I have dental fluorosis, which is caused by what? Too much fluoride, which is actually the #1 cause of tooth decay. In fact, it can eat holes in your brain, so I don't know, I might be suffering from that too. But, okay, I had a friend recently, in fact I've had a few recently, like tooth infections, mouth infections, gum diseases, etc. I don't know, kind of been going around a lot lately, but one of my poor friends, he had an infection that was so big, I mean, it was like way out here, like a softball in his mouth, and totally pushed his mouth and nose over, and he was talking like this, and, but fortunately, essential oils to the rescue, and he literally, it took him 2 days, and it was completely gone. But the infection was so bad, he had a huge boil that, I mean, now you can't even tell it was ever there, no scar, no anything. So, anyways, peppermint oil, definitely, and I can't go through all of the uses for peppermint oil. We're just focusing on gum and mouth. So peppermint oil is one of the oils you want to stock up on. Peppermintgym.com is my favorite peppermint oil. And anyways, I did another video about it and, how I put it in my water. I also use H2O2, food grade, 35%. And sometimes when there's a couple drops of peppermint oil, is a pretty big 51 ounces. of water. So you really don't need a lot, 1, maybe 2 drops in a bottle this big. But I like the taste of it too, and I like having a clean respiratory tract. But you know, if you want to, you know, you can kind of wash out your mouth with this too. Here. Swish it around, gargle it, but you can swallow it. It's not like a mouthwash that you have to throw out. Of course, you can make your own mouthwash, you know, super easy with literally just a basic mouthwash. You can use water, about a cup, a teaspoon of baking soda, and maybe 3 or 4 drops of peppermint oil. And that's it. So if you want to spit it out, go for it. Hopefully, once again, you're using food grade baking soda as well, because some of it is natural and some of it is created in a lab. So just be careful what kind of baking soda you're getting if you're going to use it internally. Excuse me. Okay. The next oil that I think is essential for mouth and oral gum care is lemon. Which lemon is also another natural antibiotic. It's an astringent, also antidepressant, stimulant, you know, antiviral. It's excellent for house cleaning, but that's another video. So you can just put a little bit of lemon, you know, say you have a little gingivitis infection or something, or maybe you did have a tooth extracted or something. A little bit of lemon will help disinfect that and help you with your healing. It's also supposed to be good for like cellulite and stretch marks and you know, improve circulation. So allegedly it's supposed to help eliminate waste from the cells, and your fat cells specifically in regards to cellulite. So, you know, you can make a little massage oil and just, you know, rub that in those little thighs. It's also really good for removing warts. So you don't have to go buy like Dr. Scholl's or something, you know, some over-the-counter thing laden with chemicals. So lemon oil is not only good for your mouth, but also good for warts. I was going to do a separate video on cleansing products, but while I'm here, because it's just, you know, gotta share the good news, you can mix some lemon oil with some mineral oil, or, you know, yeah, stick with mineral oil and some lemon, and that is homemade, cheap, easy furniture polish. So anyways, we got peppermint, we got lemon. The next oil that I think everybody should have, and once again, they have many more uses than I'm explaining now. I just kind of wanted to focus on mouth and gum issues since that's been coming up a lot. But clove oil, which is also another antibiotic. It's also an antiviral, antiseptic, antifungal. I mean, it has so many properties. In fact, allegedly more antioxidant properties than any other essential oil. And I say allegedly just because, well, I use it, but I don't really know. I'm not the one that performed the studies in the lab or anything. And I read it in a book. And, you know, I love my books, but just because it's in a book doesn't always make it 100% true. So just use wisely. I haven't had any problems with it ever. I use it for pain. I use it for circulation. I use it for heart issues. In fact, you can actually use clove for warts as well. In fact, lemon and clove is a really good combination, whether it's for your warts or whether it's for some type of infection in your mouth, infection or virus, you know, something that would cause a mouth ulcer, toothache, etc. And, you know, this isn't in regards to oils, but as for cloves, if you have some whole organic cloves in your home, you can always soak one in just a little bit of alcohol, you know, say vodka. And, you know, say you're missing a tooth or you have a hole in a tooth and the infection's going down, you could just soak that in vodka for a little bit and then stick it right there, and that will, or, you know, wherever your tooth is missing or in pain. So yeah, clove oil and cloves are excellent for gum issues, and you know, it's also really good for things like candida and other types of fungal issues, you know, athlete's foot, etc. And then the next oil, tea tree, is allegedly over 100 times more powerful as an antiseptic than carbolic acid. So I don't know about you. Tea tree, carbolic acid, tea tree. I'll stick with the tea tree. And tea tree has many of the properties of the previous oils I just discussed: antibiotic, anti-infectious, antiviral, anti-inflammatory. It's also good for acne. It's good for thrush. It's good for, mouth ulcers, scabies. Excellent cleanser. Whether for your home or scrubbing off, that black grime you get on the pans from baking too much. And this is another one that's also good for boils and head lice. So they're all multifaceted. I would suggest, if you want to learn more about essential oils and all of the properties they're good for, pick up a good book. Probably you can get some at, a thrift shop, or maybe even a library. They usually have like a basement with books that haven't been checked out for like 100 years, and they'll sell them to you for like 50 cents or $1. But I love thrift shops and garage sales, and sometimes you can get excellent books on Amazon as well for like a penny or under $1. Of course, can't forget your $3.99 shipping and handling per book. But anyways, so lemon, tea tree, peppermint, and clove. And as far as making, I discussed how to make just a basic mouthwash recipe. That's 1 cup of water, about a teaspoon of food grade natural baking soda, and 3 or 4 drops of peppermint. Or literally, you can use any of these oils that we just discussed. Or you could take it a step up and maybe use, instead of water, peppermint tea. Obviously cool it off and such. Have fun with it though. Lemon and peppermint is a good combination. Clove and lemon is a good combination. Tea tree, combines well with many oils, but for mouth and gum issues, boom. Just again, take a drop, stick it there, and boom. Gone, and save yourself thousands in dental bills. In fact, I don't know for sure if there's any scientific evidence behind this, but I believe through my experience that it's actually preventing dental work in my case, because most people I know my age have had teeth pulled, or what are those things called? Root canals. And, all sorts of issues due to these infections. But I haven't had any of that. And let me tell you, I do not have the best teeth. In fact, when I was pumping up fluoride water, I have 2 half a teeth missing. A hair? A lot of hair. 2. And there's no infection. There's never any pain. There's no anything. And another funny thing about my teeth is, when I was young and had braces and got all my mercury fillings and all that stuff, they did x-rays. In fact, I did have x-rays maybe when I was like, 25 or something. I think that was probably the last time. But they told me that, because this tooth right here is a baby tooth. It never had an adult tooth underneath it, so I was expected to lose that tooth and literally be toothless by my 3rd decade, he said. Well, I've already began my 5th decade, and I have all my teeth. They're relatively white. I do, something like that. But yeah, like I said in my previous video, I have some peppermint oil in my water every day, distilled water with some H2O2, and I'm sure that has something to do with it as well, because H2O2 is also great for any type of infection and in your mouth. So I always, every 30 drinks or so, I just swish it all around and just make sure it gets in my teeth, and it's totally prevented any major dental work in my entire life. So, what was it next? Oh, toothpaste. That's right. Can't forget to tell you how to make a super easy toothpaste. You're going to love this. Coconut oil which I'm sure you have heard of some of the benefits of. Of course, I don't, I'm not going to go through all of them here, but they're excellent for your skin, excellent for your hair, supposedly supports healthy thyroid function. It's an excellent massage oil. It's also good for killing or treating yeast infections. It helps your skin heal after birth, after any type of injury, infections. It's also good for athlete's foot and toe fungus. So anyways, start off with your coconut oil, and you can add a little bit of baking soda, once again, food grade, just a little bit, and then use any of these oils we talked about, peppermint, clove, lemon, or tea tree. Just mix it up. You can get these, I should have brought one, but cute little jars, at the health food store, and just stick the oil in there and mix it all up, and then just dip your excuse me, dip your toothbrush in and brush, and boom, no more need for those disgusting toothpaste. And some of them are good, but it's always better to have quick, cheap, easy cures, and know how to make these things for ourselves. So I think that was everything I wanted to cover, tooth and gum care. So go get your peppermint from peppermintgym.com, tea tree oil, lemon oil, clove oil, and that will handle not only all of your mouth and gum infection type disease and issues. They're also excellent household cleansers, room fresheners, bug repellents, or bug healers if we get to use them and get bit anyways, and a multitude of other things from athlete's foot, candida, thrush, headache, circulation issues, muscular pain, did I say respiratory? Anyways, one of these days I'm going to start writing scripts, but then that would suck because I wouldn't be me. So anyways, there we go. I hope this helped, and happy healing. Good night.